How are we going to do this? We're going to do this. Okay. Well, hello and welcome to my YouTube channel of Athletic and Massage Therapy Plus. Today is just going to be a video explaining to you or telling you why my favorite choice of treatment as a modality is matrix repatterning. So um, I love matrix repatterning. I love it because it is incredibly gentle. I love it because I get to use my assessment skills, and I love it because of the results that I get with it with the people that I work with. And the big thing that happened to me probably close to just a little over 10 years ago when I was in soccer, one of our players had a concussion, and I didn't actually know about it until I was told the next day. But what was more interesting about that is this player ended up getting matrix repatterning done as compared to massage or chiropractic or physio. And what was really interesting was the person that was doing the matrix repatterning was the founder, Dr. George Roth. And I'll never forget, I had a conversation with him because at that time, we had a specific return to play protocol that I followed and to clear him. And from my perspective, he had passed everything that he needed to do, but according to Dr. Roth, he still did not think he was ready. However, we were lucky we had time on our hands because we ended up going to Italy. What was really amazing was this this player had a lot of the typical symptoms, headaches, dizziness, and at the same time, when he got treated with matrix repatterning by Dr. Roth, the symptoms basically disappeared um, significantly in a shorter time than what I've seen or experienced with matrix repatterning. And this is what got me into taking, well, let me do this. I did an intro course and I thought, you know what, I really want to study and I want to be able to do it. And I'm actually incredibly grateful that I did because what it did for me is it helped me with the concussions that I had had in the past. It allowed me to have a little bit of a better balance because I had balance issues that were very, very subtle. We discovered in a concussion course that I took. And I had taken, at that time, I started to focus everything on concussion, assessment, treatment, rehab, exercises. And the one thing that I found that was really amazing about Matrix that I really like is not only am I using my orthopedic skills, but at the same time, the treatment is soft touch. Now, a lot of times, maybe with athletic therapy, definitely with massage therapy, people believe that it has to be incredibly aggressive, that it has to be deep tissue work to get results. And this can be further from the truth. And this is why I absolutely love doing matrix repatterning. I'll give you an example. What really kind of convinced me that this was a really great way to treat and why I like it as a base is just before or just around after COVID, I had a client who had put on a lot of weight during COVID, had significant back issues, had done other types of therapies, but wasn't getting any better. And what was really interesting with this particular client was because of the weight that they had gained, they were totally uncomfortable lying face up for the treatment. So my treatments with this individual were seated. And I had to figure out a way to be able to help that person, to assess them, to treat them, and make sure that my hand positions were good enough to get the result. So, what I found really interesting with this particular individual wasn't until the fourth treatment where everything that had been done in the past treatments finally came through. They came in to the clinic. They did not have their cane. They were walking significantly better, maybe just a little bit of a limp, but you had to really look for it. And to me, that really showed the compounding effect of all the treatments. And that gave me the confidence for this person that they would be fine. And I always like to visualize and see them the way they want to be, as far as getting better. And what was really interesting with this person was they had significant back pain, and the majority of the work that I did was around their neck, their head, and their legs. I think I may have touched their back once. And after 6 treatments, this person was able to stand up without any pain and make their own dinner. The other thing they were able to do was they were able to go to a family function, get out of their car, walk to their son, and which they weren't able to do that before, which is absolutely phenomenal. The other thing I'll say too, and I'll give you an example of a case history that's actually on the website, was she's 78 or 79-year-old woman. I can't remember now. This is just pre-COVID, who had had hip surgery and was having significant pain, walking with either a cane or crutches, and they um, they had a major limp. One treatment, significant decrease in pain, significant decrease in their limp. So even though this person had had surgery, the treatment was very significant in helping that person alleviate a lot of the pain and able to walk better. And actually, what had happened, that was the Friday night, the Saturday night was a wedding, and they were able to dance pain-free on the dance floor without any assistance. This is why I love matrix repatterning. Not only has it helped me, and because I've also had me and my concussions, 2 torn meniscus in my left knee, and the amount of the treatment. I'll never forget the one treatment at our symposium in 2023. I had really done a number on my knee. We had gone camping and we decided to do a 14-kilometer hike. And that night before, I had no sleep and I was in a lot of pain. I was holding everybody back. We get to the symposium and I had matrix treatment. And what was really interesting, that knee wasn't even touched. When I got off the treatment table, I could not believe the significant amount of relief that I had. I was able to squat without any pain. I was able to walk without any limp. I felt amazing. And this is why I like matrix repatterning, because it's very gentle for the person that's doing it. It's very gentle on the body, and I just absolutely love it because it is the one thing that I would say almost 100%, not 100%. I don't believe anything is 100%, with treatments and stuff, but it's the one thing I absolutely love to do because what it does is it gives me a significant base to work with where I can add in some of my visceral manipulation, or I can combine it with other forms of myofascial release, or I can do cranial sacral therapy with it. It is amazing. I find it is an amazing treatment. I love it. I love being a recipient. It's my preferred form of receiving treatment. Um, I've had my body beaten up enough times in sport and in life that it's nice to be able to get on a table to know that somebody's not going to literally pound the crap out of you. So if this resonates to you and you are in Newmarket or Richmond Hill, York Region area, um, check out my website, MikeGrafstein.com. Take a look at the section on matrix repatterning. And please, please, please feel free if you have any questions, please put them down below. Again, thank you for visiting this channel. My name is Michael Wolf Grafstein, affectionately known as Matrix Mike, and have yourself a great rest of the morning, day, or evening whenever you are watching this. Bye for now.